Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 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 What's up, everybody? This is Zach, aka Zach, aka I am Zach, aka Super French Big Z, creator of Jelly Radio and many more podcasts, and the website Zach.coffee. That's ZACK.COFFE. All right. I have a little conundrum. It appears that a few things. I had a friend who was in need, and she basically, I think they kind of took her hostage until I had to do some bunch of work until they finally let her go. So I think she's okay now, but hopefully she's all right. I think she's getting yelled at in South Korea. But anyway, I have someone else who's telling me you have to finish this damn godforsaken game today. Today. So apparently I really need to finish Director's Cut today, but I won't be able to finish all the side missions. We'll get to do that some other time, but we'll try to do the main story today, tonight, tomorrow, but we're going to try to get through it as much as we can because a lot of people want to see the rest of Death Stranding Director's Cut, including with my live commentary, because I get to talk about Death Stranding 2 and the mythology and the philosophy and everything that goes on with it. So we're going to hurry up and try to get as much of Death Stranding done tonight. I'll try to do my best. But right now, I can only play about 1 hour, so about 1 hour, 60 minutes. So we're going to do as much Death Stranding as we can within this hour, and then we'll see what we can do. But there's a good chance I might not be able to do any live streaming this weekend, but maybe I will. I'll let you guys know. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple of missions, and we'll see where it goes. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, we're already at episode 8. Let me remember how many episodes. Okay, there's about 14 episodes in Death Stranding. So let's see. If I'm at if I'm here, then hopefully we can speed this up. So let's go ahead. Let's check our mail. As you know, it's very hard for Sam Porter Bridges to get mail. Every time he's trying to get an email or mail, it seems that someone is essentially stealing his mail, his email, everything, and he's not getting any messages. There's a side story in Death Stranding 2 where you will see that someone is actually stealing Sam Porter Bridges' mail and email, and is all the letters that he's supposed to receive. It. You'll see that in the story in Death Stranding 2 where apparently Sam Porter Bridges gets a package full of letters that were never read. And even more disturbing and annoying is that in Death Stranding 2, there's a package full of letters, and one package, Higgs, is burning all the letters. So we're talking about letters that were sent every day, every week, every month, every year, for years. And Higgs takes that box of letters and burns them all. So this is kind of tells you what kind of level of psychopath Sam Porter Bridges is dealing with over here. And as you know, even more dangerous in Death Stranding 2, Higgs is dead, but he lives inside the body of Amelie, which is even more crazy. But we'll get more into that. All right. Let's go ahead and let's see what we got going on here. Let's check on Lou.
元気か。
All right, let's go ahead and use some of the bathroom facilities. So let's go ahead and use the toilet, use the standing sitting, and take a shower. We just heard number one, which is a very good expression in Japan. If you actually read mangas or read anime or watch anime, number one is just an expression like it's like the best. Number one is All right, that's done, and then some cool, uh, some cool news in the world of Legos. There's a bunch of Legos that are on sale. So be sure to check out Lego Technics. I went ahead and very eager to work on the Lego Peugeot Motorsport 9X8. I'm very eager to work on that, and I'll have to work on it and get it done right before the 24 Hours of Le Mans. I wish I could go to 24 Hours of Le Mans. Unfortunately, I cannot afford it, which is really annoying. I just really need to be at that race. I was really upset when um, Peugeot Motorsport lost in Qatar because of fuel. There's nothing more annoying than losing a race because of fuel. We all know that every other team, every other hypercars had plenty of fuel. For some reason, BMW Motorsports had no problem with their fuel. And for some reason, Peugeot Motorsport had a problem with their fuel. So let's if you happen to work in motorsport, then you can give me a ticket to 24 hours of Le Mans. I would love to go. It would be a dream of mine. And
内緒だよ。いいワインが手に入ったんだ。バタール・モンラッシェ・グランクリュー。大人になったら一緒に楽しもう。乾杯。リサと君に。
you just heard how he says cheers in Japanese. That's kanpai.
いいね。
As you know, Mads is, we think he's Eastern European, but he's essentially playing some kind of bad Russian character or something like that. And as always, please don't think that he's that dangerous. He is dangerous, but Higgs is even more dangerous because Higgs, as you know, has the ability to perform quantum teleportation where he can disappear and reappear just about everywhere in front of Sandport bridges, which is this technology is extremely dangerous, in theory possible, and we have a lot of questions because Hideo Kojima didn't even mention this technology in the first game, so we need to know what they're going to say about it in Death Stranding 2. Are they going to use the quantum teleportation technology? For example, is Drawbridge really going to travel all over the world just to get a destination, or is Drawbridge going to use quantum teleportation to get from one point on Earth to another point? Those are the theories people have about Death Stranding 2. There's some kind of avalanche here. We got a message, 275. We have a message that says you'll be okay. It's from Gareth Emery. I know Gareth Emery made the song 100 Reasons to Live. And basically, with his book Lasers, he's also trying to explain that Porter Bridges is going through tremendous stress, but he will be okay. He will survive. And I guess this is a message for those who deal with, I guess it's kind of like a, anti-suicide prevention message. We have a message about a star lab. So this is where probably all those BBs were created. So BB-28 and all the other BBs were created were probably going to be. They all being created inside the lab, and I think, as you know, that's the lab that you see later in the game. But I think we may have to enter that location in Death Stranding 2, so we'll have to wait for Death Stranding 2 to be able to enter that location. We have confirmation about that multiverse. Multiverse, obviously, in Death Stranding 2, we had a hint that Deadman told us that actually BB-28 was filed for to be over in that universe, but in another universe, Lou is alive and well. So there's two different universes: one where she is dead, and another one where she's alive. Got a message from the Dalai Lama to use some wisdom. Wisdom, obviously. Message about turning up the bass. There will be more episodes of GT Radio in the future. I am at GT Radio 752 or 53. There will be new episodes of GT Radio all the way up to episode 800 before mid-May. We have the great expression again from Do What You Like. Do What You Like, obviously, from the British comedian, forgot his name, who was on Netflix, who said, just go ahead, do what you like, do what you like. And what happened to him? He got in trouble with his wife. Wait till the end of time. It happened to a lot of husbands. Their wife tells them, do what you like, end up doing what they like, and they get in trouble. If you can remember the name of that British comedian, please let me know. I forgot his name. I'm trying to look for him on Netflix. We got a message from the XX, the double X They haven't had a new album in a while. They're a very famous rock band, and if they want to be on new radio, if you can make a new album, I'll put them on new radio. And obviously, we got a message from the DoD to take your time, don't make any mistakes. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Oh, it looks like UD found the song that everyone was asking for. The Sun is Shining. Fortunately, that is not a hint from the DoD. That's a hint from Richard Durant. It's a hint from Richard Durant. We basically have to take our time because this game, well, hard as it is, this game is going to be significantly harder in the sequel when you will play at night. You will play at night. So imagine playing at night. And imagine if it's raining at night and a lightning storm at night and there's BTs at night, making things a whole lot more complicated.
Okay. Message
from JLR 133. 133. Obviously, the really important message of. Please do not drink if you're operating heavy machinery. If you're operating very heavy machinery, do not drink. Gundam. Okay, we have a crucial message. 240. Obviously, you will see this in Death Stranding 2. You see all those little mini trucks. Well, in Death Stranding 2, you will see big trucks. You will see 18-wheelers. And basically, they have to get a lot of sleep. And there's really not enough rest areas. And they need more rest areas in order to rest before they get back on the road.
The thoughts I tried to sway would not behave. I'm waiting for you to be late. Wait. Making up my mind to not decide. You're living up to your hollow disguise. The fateful forced its face upon the prize. I'm making excuses for my reprise. I'm helpless and hopeful to remain so. Reckless and ready to have a go.
Get a message about just go do it. I gotta do some more reports, but I've done as many reports as I can for right now. So I even wrote reports in advance. So I even have reports written out for the whole damn week in advance. So. Apparently, we really need to look at some of these maps and focus. So we found the song that I was looking for a long time. This is the song that helped me, that inspired me to get back into the world of drum and bass. So this is the song. Let's go ahead and give this guy some credit. The song is called Nexus by Pythios. This is the song that brought my love back to drum and bass. I heard that song a long time ago, and I really adore that song. That really brought me back to the world of drum and bass, and it was an amazing track. And Nexus is obviously the phone that Google uses. Google Android is the phone that they use, and a lot of people complain that the phone is not cannot get any traction like the iPhone because of monopoly and all this and that. So, what will Google do? Alphabet do with the Nexus next time around? Well, now that Nexus has the Gemini AI, who knows what they can do, and we'll see what just happens. But I've used an Android phone before; it was nice, but I just prefer an iPhone. So, in an ideal world, if I were to be working as a salary employee somewhere, I would use both. I would use a work phone and a personal phone. One of them could be iOS and one could be Android. We have some hints and JLR 65 about what just happened with Voyager 1. Voyager 1, where we almost lost Voyager 1 and started spurring nonsense, and all of a sudden it came back. It was really amazing, and thankfully, thanks to my track on SoundCloud, Voyager 1, please come back. We were able to retrieve back the satellite and make communications with it. Got a warning about something very dangerous. So let's go ahead and fix that. We're getting messages from Tokyo. Track 105, Gamma. That's Gamma is one of the podcast series, and also Stein's got a new album called Gamma. We got a message that there's a lot going on. We were definitely able to free BG, and looking forward to his album with his album with Lil Wayne and the rest of Cash Money Millionaire Records, and just waiting for Hot Boy CD reunion, for sure. Message about saving your chakra. Okay, we got a message to update. Gonna get some help from Super 8 and Tab. Super 8 and Tab. So we're going to send a message. This is a message for one of our female companions who also has to write a lot of reports. So we're just going to say hey, and she's going to immediately know what I'm trying to say. Get a message about the waterfall. There's a lot to write on the waterfall. As you know, waterfall, when you work in technology and do agile or anything like that, the waterfall is starting to get really complicated. Alright, we got a message. Shogunai. Can't be helped, but we're doing our best. Alright. We've fixed JLR 65. Seems to be stabilized over here. And keep going. Let's go ahead and talk to Hartman. .607, as always. As you know, one of my collection of podcasts went from 607 to 1091. Okay, so we got a message from Dr. Manhattan about quantum radio. As you know, I've said it a million times. Quantum radio is very powerful, but I only use it whenever necessary, so I don't like to use it unless absolutely necessary. You can listen to it, but I will only listen to it when it's deemed necessary. And I need to get to 200, so I'm gonna need to make six episodes of quantum radio to get to 200. Now, as you know, similarly to Higgs, I'm dealing with some kind of weird thing happening here. Every time I get to 200, someone is pushing me down and dropping me away by 6 points or something like that. So I'm a little frustrated over here. I got Mu Radio, Disco Radio, Beta Radio at 200, but for some reason, when I try to get Lambda and Quantum and Techno at 200, something weird happened. I went back in the past. So what does that mean? That might be a hint from Dr. Manhattan that maybe something really bad happened, and we basically have to go back in time to an earlier date to fix it. So no matter what happens, we have to get to 200. We have to get to 200. It's very important that we get to episode 200. But we got to figure out what we keep getting sent back towards 190 something. We got to get back towards 200. A58 over here. As you know, we have to be very careful. We're dealing with Higgs. Higgs is a total psychopath. All right, we delivered 376 over here. And the very important 368 for Fragile. We got 568 likes. We have a rating of C. I guess we have waited a little too long. As you can see, my level of porter almost corresponds to some of these podcasts. So for some reason, I try to get to 200, but over here I'm at 193. So we have to keep going, keep on going, keep on going, and hopefully, if we increase the level here, hopefully, nothing bad will happen to those podcasts. All right, definitely, as you know, I love coffee, and told you a little hint that in Death Stranding 2, there will be what do you call those? A tumbler. There'll be a tumbler for coffee. That's a very requested feature for Death Stranding 2. It's going to be a lot better for Sam Porter Bridges to make all these deliveries just drinking some coffee as opposed to drinking those energy drinks or beer that are going to make him piss, every 5 minutes. So we're going to deliver this coffee making kit. And there's another one. As you know, as I've always said, only deliver. You can only deliver 2 items at a time with those bots. You have to deliver the things that are most important. Obviously, you do whatever you want to do, but deliver the things that are the most important. Put yourself in those shoes. Put yourself in that situation. You have to deliver what's the most important. What was the most important? Um, people who work 24/7 or people who work the graveyard shift know how important it is to have coffee. So obviously we're gonna have to get a coffee making machine. For example, everyone on NATO right now, if you don't have coffee, their life could be miserable. So the coffee maker is the most important thing to have. Okay, we have some time sensitive delivery, and we have holy shit, we have some time sensitive living tissue samples from mutated organism. We have a mutated organism over here that's time sensitive, but we also have a package for fragile. It's rare fossils spotted in an extinction layer. So as always, I say that fragile takes priority, but all of these are extremely important. So we're gonna have to stay over here. We're gonna have to stay around here and use the rest area to get all these completed. We have to get all these completed. Especially, look at this. There's some pre-stranding medical text. This could be a lifesaver for doctors and researchers and all that. So we have to save those documents immediately. But this is the most important. There's some kind of a living tissue sample from mutated organisms. So let's go ahead and deliver those two orders. All right. We have a lot of people listening, and a lot of them don't speak Japanese. Neither do I. I like to watch with subtitles, but just to have a better reach to the world population, to be able to listen to this conversation and pay attention. So for ease of use, we'll switch back to English. So let's go ahead and switch back to English. All right, go ahead and take a little break or a pissing break because we're going to have a cutscene in there, so I don't want you to miss the cutscene. So if you need a pee, now's the best time.
Get it done. Gotta work on those core muscles. Only gonna get harder. How you doing, Sam?
All right, let's get into it. We got a shout out for my friends at Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Definitely want to see some Ghost Recon Breakpoint this weekend, so I will do my best. Like I said, there are circumstances where I might not be able to do any sort of live streaming this weekend, but hopefully I will find a way to make it happen. So I will do my best.
Thank you, Sam. In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it. I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look, a message from Dead Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Die Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books. You've got to keep this between us. We still don't know if the director can be trusted. The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Deadman's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
I mean, they share a very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the President's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find chiralium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both have the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No. Only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception, found with strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands. And it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a death stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Activating lab security measures. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so that was a great cutscene. We saw a lot and absorbed a lot of content, and as you can see, there's a lot of history that goes into the history of the Death Stranding, and this is what we get to hear from Hartman and Death Stranding 2. We will see, you know, if you thought this was a horror-ish game sometimes, well, you haven't seen nothing, because in Death Stranding 2, at the beginning, you will see those flashbacks from the beginning of the pandemic, where what it was like inside the hospital, and throughout the nation, where the pandemic happened and people were wearing hazmat suits and all this and that. A lot of people, a lot of doctors had a lot of trouble dealing with these ignorant people who said there's no pandemic, there's no, there's nothing bad going on. It's all just a sham or anything like that. So to help people understand the gravity of the situation and using the power of empathy and visualization, they're going to be able to show in Death Stranding 2 what it's like to be inside a hospital during a full-blown pandemic and how difficult it was. And you'll see these doctors wearing full goggles and, hazmat suits and all this and that, and you'll see people running around, everything like that, just like it was, like during COVID-19 at the very beginning. So you'll see something similar in Death Stranding 2. You'll see that in those flashbacks at the beginning of Death Stranding 2, and they'll just try to explain to you that it was so difficult, so complicated, and unfortunately, a lot of since the pandemic, we've had all these live streaming services and all this stuff, and everyone's just absorbing all these entertainment movies, and no one's been paying attention to these documentaries about the pandemic. So to explain how dangerous and complicated it was, just like you saw pictures of those little white flags representing like millions of people dead, similarly in Death Stranding 2, you will see something similar, just to show you how staggering it is from a population of an Earth completely being populated with billions of people to an Earth where there's hardly anybody, and you will see how difficult it is for Sam Porter Bridges, who has to reunite every city, not just around America, but around the world. So let that be a lesson as a warning, and you will see why it is important to have those scenes in Death Stranding 2, because there was all these documentaries about pandemics and all that. No one took them seriously. Everyone was watching all the latest movies in Hollywood, and no one's paying attention to these documentaries about the COVID-19. So similarly, kind of a parallel, and metaphorically speaking, they're going to show you how how much of a shock it was for people. So when you see Sam Porter Bridges taking a shower twice or 3 times in a row, imagine what it was like for these doctors to take a shower
At least while
during a
it lasts.
pandemic at the beginning, and they had to take a shower multiple times just because it showed you how distraught they were. So part of the empathy, part of the description, this will be all written on the whiteboard at Kojima Productions and translated into Japanese for Kojima to include this content into the next game, so that you will see what you know. You're basically you're just like the military. There's civilians and there's non-civilians. You're basically military or you're a civilian. Well, just like doctors, they're the same thing. You're either a doctor or you're not a doctor. So, for example, when a doctor tries to explain something to a patient and he doesn't understand, you say you have no concept of how complicated a pandemic is and how dangerous it was. They have no concept. They don't know what it's like to work inside a hospital. They don't know what it's like to always wear the goggles, wear the hazmat suit, all this and that. It could be, I don't know, it could be something as stupid as someone who makes, obviously making burgers, flipping burgers is important, but a person who's flipping burgers has no concept of what it's like to be a doctor in a hospital during a pandemic. And we're going to explain to them what it's like in Death Stranding 2. We'll show it in a video, and we'll get to explain. Oh, so that's what they mean. That's why it was very distraught and disturbing. Kind of to empathize with the level of stress that all these doctors were facing. You get what I'm saying?
Let's get back to work.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the Tar Belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care. You'll be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the Tar Belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Harmony. We're counting on you, Sam.
All right, as I mentioned, we are waiting for some orders to be in process over here. We need to get all these orders done. So let's go ahead and let's go rest in the rest area so we can get those other delivered things delivered.
Anybody home?
We have a hint that the person known as Decoy Octopus in the Metal Gear series might have a similar character in Death Stranding 2. There might be someone posing as someone we know, but who is not who we think they are. FIU, finally, I understand. Okay.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Let's go get our bike before it gets frozen.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay. We got a hint from Horizon West, or Horizon Forbidden West. Obviously, there's a trilogy which we need to complete. I'll have to live stream that game eventually, so don't worry. I got a hint from the female heroine of that game, for the female main character in Horizon Forbidden West and that whole trilogy. I hear you. Don't worry. We'll play that game on a future live streaming on my PlayStation for sure.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Noted, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
We finally got some mail. We got some mail from the spiritualists at the Carol Network, which connects people past and present. Ah. The spiritualist is talking about this experience that he's facing is something that a lot of people are facing. It's people who've had a near-death experience. Near-death experience. So when Sam Porter Bridges is repatriated, he sees a seam. So when he goes there, the spiritualist is asking him if he can keep an eye out for this mysterious someone from the past. So when they came across this someone else there, they found themselves somehow saved by them in the real world. They even received care packages and the likes in some instances. Okay, very interesting stuff, and glad we got that email from the spiritualist. This email was not included in the regular version of Death Stranding. This email is included in the director's cut. So if you've played the original Death Stranding game, this email was not there, but this email is here inside the director's cut version. Now, as you know, we see Sam wearing the Dreamcatcher, and we don't know if he's dreaming. We can't tell over here because we don't see him having any sort of dreams. He has nightmares, but we don't know if he has dreams. So, as you know, in Death Stranding 2 on Drawbridge, Fragile will record his dreams to help us deal with what happens in the future, or in the past, or in the present.
Tired, huh?
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Keep on keeping on.
All right, we got a top secret question about the arrow. All right, the question about the arrow is, when is Sam Porter Bridges going to use a calendar? He has to use a calendar to plan out his week, because his adventures in Death Stranding 2 will be even more complicated, and basically, he's going to need to really plan out a whole week. There's going to be times where he's going to have to be, as we got that hint from Call of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, where they have a bivouac, they go and make camp. Well, in Death Stranding 2, Sam Porter Bridges will have to cover such long distances, including the Sahara Desert, where he cannot just create a rest area, because he will be not within the network. So if he's not within the network, he cannot build a rest area. What is he going to have to do? He's going to have to build a camp. He's going to have to make fire, and he's going to have to eat some rations. And as you know, the arrows means move forward. Move forward. We have Great Teacher Onizuka on the book club for this month. Volumes 9 and 8. Excuse me. Volume 9 and 10. And as you know, I have to get to volume 17 or 18, where Great Teacher Onizuka will be pissed off after what he finds out just happened to someone dear to him. So I think I have some hints that I have to maybe add 3 or 4 GTO on the book club per month, so we can get close to faster into that story. All right, we're at level 194, similar to many of my other podcast series. Okay, we can deliver 2 with 2 biomaterials, so let's go ahead and deliver The this is for fragile, and the Stranding medical text is the most important. Now I see something really important here. This is some kind of nanotube. So let's go ahead and just deliver these two, and then we'll go rest again, and we'll try to deliver those other ones.
Keep on keeping on. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
could it be? What could it be? Oh, look. It's a beanie. You love these. Oh, what about you, little one? Would you like me to open it? Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? A spaceman. Gotta give my buddy his present too. Won't be needing this anymore. I'm done fighting. You're all that matters to me now, so I'm gonna stay right here with you. My friend will know what to do with this one. Well, Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until deployment. All clear.
Keep on keeping on.
Sam,
Keep on keeping on, Sam.
Someone's happy.
All right, let's go ahead and deliver 2 more deliveries. New device for data analysis. Homogeneous fossil samples. It's for fragile. Prophetic old books. So that's one of them in delivery. So what's most important right now? What's most important right now is the nanotubes and the beryllium samples. We have to get these two. These two are extremely important. Look how heavy they are. Well, with 200 kilograms, it's going to be very heavy. This is heavy stuff.
about to drop.
All right, we have a message. We have a message from one of my fans on my YouTube, Coffee with Zach and Coffee with Zachy. One's in English, one's in French. Someone wants to know what's going to be on the next episode of Coffee with Zach, the one in English, and what's going to be on the next episode of Coffee with Zachy, the one in French. So I'll go ahead and tell the story right now. So if you're watching this, you get to get a sneak peek at this story. I got another fan who's asking me, should I share it or should I just make the video? So I might not share it and just make the video. I do that, so we'll see.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Your work is greatly appreciated. Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
All right. Let's see. I have another fan who wants me to live stream some FC24, some FIFA 24. So I might do that. So let me. I think if he wants me to live stream some FC24, it means that it's important. I think it's probably a message that a lot of people all around the globe should be playing some FIFA right now. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and we're gonna save right here and let's play one match of FIFA over here. Some Manchester United or some or whatever. Let's just play some FIFA right now. I think a lot of people around the world wants me to play some FIFA, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and save right here. All right, guys, this has been my session of Death Stranding Director's Cut for right now. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Just please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It would mean a lot. It would help me out a lot. And like I said, this is Zach, aka Zachy, aka I am Zachy, aka Super French Big Z, signing out. And if you're still watching right now, go ahead and stay tuned. I'm going to live stream some FIFA FC24 right now.